Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Philip Martin Nicholas Taylor. I'm the lead developer on Time Trackers and the owner of Basement Dweller Games. And I'm here for our third development log to show off what we've been doing in the past 2 months. Now, to start off, this is where we always start. This is the good old testing room. And here, not sure how much progress we've made on our collectibles. So we have gotten the generic Bitcoin here. This is an older model, which doesn't have the holographic shader we just input. And this is the main collectible of the game, the DTB. DTBs are basically the jiggies of the game. I've said that before. That's a portal effect we've been working on, which is going to be the transition between each world. During this development log, we've made a lot of progress in the past 2 months. I've started on multiple worlds, and I've completed 2 or 3 designs actually, including ones that I'll be showing off in this video, and a few that are going to remain secret for the time being. So let me just quickly get it right off the bat, show the big thing, which I've been working on a lot. Well, I haven't been working on it, honestly. Our main programmer, Michael, has been. And this is amazing. This is a wall jump. And yes, it is extremely simple. And the animation hasn't been put in place yet. But Crackers can now actually jump off of a wall once he touches it. And as you can see, after you land it, there's still a bit of momentum left going forward, which we're going to be shortening just a bit. This is still a work in progress, but it's actually in a playable form now, and I'm extremely happy about that. So we've rigged I've rigged the baby's room now, so most of it should be wall jumpable. At this point, we still can't wall jump simultaneously between 2 walls, but we can wall jump off of one, and that is a huge step in the right direction. In fact, after you wall jump, you are locked to a certain position, which is going to be used so obviously the player can't exploit it and wall jump back to the same wall and just exploit it in that way. But so now that we've gotten that done, we can at least almost get through this vent challenge. But yeah, the wall jump is finally done. This has been a really big thing for me. I've been just really excited to finally get a move other than jumping, normal jumping, implemented, and it functions well. So other than that, what's been done mainly has been a lot of world design. So I'm going to show off some of the world designs which I've been working on. So the first one is a Colosseum world. I've teased this a bit on my Twitter if you've been following. So this world is basically an underground Colosseum. I know everything looks amateurish, but I'm still finalizing the design for everything. In some worlds, we finally did get Jet, Cracker's companion, through most of Time Trackers, at least on his model. We're still having to work on it, so it sticks with his model once he can jump or goes out of into a different position. But if he just stands still, it looks good, I guess. If you just stand still, it works. So, yeah, everything's been going great with this. I've been designing the world with a lot of Indiana Jones vibes and kind of based off of it. A lot of the puzzles are based from a lot of the traps in Indiana Jones. Like here we have this puzzle I've been going through, which everything looks really bad right now because obviously this is just me making placeholder assets before our 3D modeler can remake everything. So it's all a work in progress, obviously. With this puzzle specifically, you have to jump on them in a certain order, and if you don't, you will fall through. It spells a word which is going to be repeated a lot in the level to give a hint on how you're supposed to do this. Other than the Colosseum world, this is only the bottom part of it. There is an upper half, which is sand ruins. So with this, the idea of this world was basically, what if I made an Egyptian's ruins world, where except instead of an Egyptian, let's just go with Roman. So everything is going to be based off of Roman architecture and a lot of Roman-inspired design overall. So when you move into the cloth sections right here, it actually does move around crackers. And I know this seems like such an extremely small, tiny kind of little thing, but I mean, it works. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Especially with the kind of subtle texturing I've done here on these blankets, how they do have a star pattern, but it's really, really subtle, which gives it a nice sheen. Along with that, I've just been mainly designing these worlds based off of Cracker's moveset that's planned for the game. So I'm going to show off 2 more worlds before I end the developer log. The first one, which is one of my favorites, is Frostbite Forest. I've already shown this off beforehand, but now it is complete in design. So this is the entire outlay of the world. It's been going very, very well. We're going to have 2 tribes here. So some worlds in Time Crackers are going to have their own mini-stories. And in this one, I am writing and planning for a Romeo and Juliet parody. So the whole gist of this world is mixing of natural elements like trees and other things into something mechanical. Big concept in Time Crackers is foil, which is taking 2 things that are opposites and meshing them together. And that's what I've been doing basically with almost every world design I can, by taking 2 extreme opposites and meshing them both into one working concept. As you can see, there are 2 different types of trees here. These are modeled from nails with extremely large headings. And so from that, I've been able to make a concept of something like, sort of like trees. And once these are remodeled, I think they're going to look quite beautiful. These trees are just a simple screw with a few planks of wood screwed onto it via this piece of wood. And with this, I can create a lot of interesting design in terms of branching them off like this. So yeah, that's basically the gist of this entire world. This one took me at least 3 redesigns, and the final one took me about a month and a half to craft. And after that, I started level design just kind of became more natural to me in terms of actually implementing it, and I'm designing all the worlds around Cracker's moveset and how he can use it to traverse each one and how it can be implemented into the puzzles themselves. So I'm going to show off one last world today, and this one is honestly my favorite so far, just for the fact that it is just a Super Mario Sunshine reference. That's all it basically is. It's just a world made of references to Super Mario Sunshine, and I love it. So basically what I'm trying to do with this world is copy Isle Delfino, and that's about it. Okay, seriously though, this world is heavily based off of Super Mario Sunshine. It's going to have a more laid-back feel. Obviously, it doesn't look like a lot right now because it's still really early, but it's been going really well in that sense. It's dolphin-shaped, obviously, to reference the GameCube's codename before it was called the GameCube, as well as Delfino Island being dolphin, basically. So, other than that, I'm getting this tower implemented, which is a Super Mario Sunshine reference, believe it or not. So it's going extremely well on that front. This is just the basic design layout, and this is something astronomically simple I was able to do, because I'm completely useless when it comes to programming. I'm almost useless when it comes to programming at least. I was able to make this water move. Wow, doesn't that look good? It's like water, but it moves. Isn't that something? Okay, well, I think that's basically everything we've been able to do in Time Crackers for the past 2 months. Aside from a few worlds, which I won't give away yet. You can probably read each scene and guess what they are, but, yeah, so that's about it. How basically our world design process is I create the entire world. I make all the placeholder assets to just give a general feel of the world and have it fit an idea of how it's supposed to look. And after I do that, and the world design is finalized, our 3D modeler is going to be tackling it and making it look like not crap. So yeah, that's basically the best way of describing it. So with that, thank you for watching. If you want to see more content on Timecrackers, and if you want to follow development, please make sure to follow me on Twitter. I post a lot there, on our Basement Dweller Games account, as well as on my personal account. Soon I'm going to be able to be streaming, since I'll have decent internet from living at college and not in a tiny little town in the middle of Alberta. So, with that, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next developer log. Adios.